Hey everybody, and welcome back to Minecraft, but there's only one modded block. Make sure to check out our sponsor, the like button, and help us reach, you're not gonna believe this, 25 likes to celebrate episode 25. Dude, I can't believe we're at episode 25. I never thought we'd have another episodic series on this channel get this far in. Even at episode 20, even 15 was a bit of a stretch, so it's been cool. I can only hope that whenever we're done with this, I can find something else that's as interesting afterwards, but I don't know. Anyway, since we last left off, I haven't done too much. I mostly just AFK and let power generate, so now we're at 1.3 trillion out of 4.8 trillion capacity. I did some math, and at our current rate of power generation, which is like 100k FE per tick, it takes about 55 hours to go from empty to full. So, you know, a few AFK nights before we have to worry about the thing backlogging and exploding. I did actually add a few more seeds into our second farm over here, just a few more Yellorium and also fluorite so that we could be generating the essences quicker than we're consuming them, which we are now. So we can now keep up this rate of fissile fuel production indefinitely. So we're still making way more than we're using, up to 155 million in the buffer. In fact, I could just let's up it just a little bit. You know, we just keep bringing it incrementally higher. It means I'm gonna have to revise my calculations for the induction matrix capacity, but how about 30? I think even at 30, we're still probably generating like slightly quicker than we're consuming. I just want to make sure the number goes up at 198 or 97, 96, 98. It looks 99. Yep. Okay. We're still generating quicker than we're using it. So good. We can keep it like that. I shut down the lithium production because, we've got a lot of lithium. We got like 60 some odd thousand, but in between episodes, I also did just queue up a few more of the induction matrix blocks because it takes a little while for them to craft, as you saw in the last episode. So I was just like, you know what? Let's do this. Let's get it. So we have them at the start. And I just want to expand it a little bit more so that even if we up the power production in our reactor, like we'll still have some time before the thing fills up. So let's make it triple the capacity. I did check. It seems like you can break blocks in this thing, and then when you put it back together again, it will still retain the power it has. I'm assuming like these two blocks here are probably kind of the core root, so if we broke those, it would be a problem, I think. But I'm gonna expand it out to the back. I think we just basically have to, break the back wall, and then we'll add I didn't need to break the floor there. I broke more than I had to, but anyway, let's just add more of the blocks there, and then so we're gonna do that. I don't actually need to do as many induction providers. Again, they just allow you to input and output at higher rates the more you have. But I don't know for sure if in order to make the antimatter, you actually have to have an output rate of 400 million per tick, in which case we would need at least 8 of these to be able to output quickly enough. So we'll see. It might be completely unnecessary, but here we go. Hopefully we can seal this thing back up and it will still form a valid multi-block structure, and I'm not gonna just regret terribly what I have done here. Fingers crossed. Tell me we're good. Okay, fantastic. And yes. Okay, it still had the 1.3 trillion, but now we have a max capacity of 14.4 trillion. So can we do a little bit of quick math? So now we're generating 1.5 million per tick, which is still it's hardly anything of the max capacity of this reactor. We're barely even cracking the surface, but that means 50% faster. This has triple the thing. So basically, I don't know, it takes 75 hours or something for it to fill up. No, probably more than that. Probably 100 hours for anyway, a lot of time before that thing's gonna fully fill up. And somebody told me that the way that the coolant works here is actually, as long as you have more coolant than the heating rates, you should be fine. So we would only technically need 5 million sodium in order to sustain this burn rate. So yeah, we'd be able to crank it much higher and not actually have to worry about the cooling. I think our only problem at this point would be if we filled this thing up, which would take a little bit of time. But with this said, with us now having some power, it's time, at long last, to make the SPS, the supercritical phase shifter, which gets us the antimatter. But first, I said I didn't do a lot in between episodes, just the little mini things. I made this little dome in like 2 seconds, okay? This is gonna be where we're gonna get an iron bee. I swear to you, it is going to happen, okay? I was able to retrieve one of the ashy mining bees from the freaking hive thing. Okay, you guys are going to make an iron baby bee if it is the last thing that I do. Iron, for the love of God, please. Wait, is iron. Why is it aluminum? This is never gonna happen. I can't. This is never gonna happen, is it? Okay, well, at least, you know what? Now you guys don't have a hive to dive into, and as soon... The sylphs seem to be interested in what's happening here. Are they like, can they detect when like babies are created and they're like, we must go help? It's kind of cute, but also like you're highly interested now. You're no longer interested in the tight roping. After all of this time, you're abandoning your Drigme friend. What if he falls off? What if the spotters aren't there to catch him? That will be so sad. Anyway, okay, so hey, we can keep revisiting that for the rest of eternity, probably, dude. Like we're gonna have, I don't know, like a million millibuckets of antimatter, and we're still not gonna have an iron bee, is kind of how I'm expecting this whole thing to go, and I'm gonna be very, very sad when it ends up going that way. All right, that said, check this out. So obviously it wasn't just power that was generating while we were AFK. We also had plutonium and polonium that were generating. So we should have enough to make the necessary SPS casings. So I have it written down on notes. I believe I'm gonna need 8 ports. So I have them on autocraft, and let's make 8 of these. And we're doing the ports first because the ports take the casings. And they should actually like get made quicker than the induction matrices, I hope. Unless I grossly underestimated what needs to go into these. No, it's actually not too bad. I also probably have like way more of the HDPE than I need, and I can shut off the machines. In fact, once I have all this stuff made, I'm gonna shut off the HDPE. I'm gonna shut off all of the polonium and plutonium pellets, and I'm just gonna start funneling all of the waste into plutonium that goes into the SPS. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Now we can make, I believe it's 60 of these that I need, which we have enough resources for. Fantastic. And then I need 6 of the coils, which actually like zap the power into making the antimatter. There we go. And then we're also gonna need fusion glass. Did I not put the fusion glass on autocraft? Apparently not, because I am a big smart, but here we go. Fusion glass. I could swear that the name must be different. I guess it's just reactor glass, and I wrote down the wrong thing on my notes. We're not gonna need that much when we already have the 18 in there, but we might as well have a surplus, and this stuff is pretty cheap anyway. So, all right, SPS, we have the ports, we have the casings, we have the coils, and we have the reactor glass. All right, that should actually be all of the materials that we need, but we are gonna need the ultimate universal cable to wire things up, pressurized tubes as an output, and I think that's all the ingredients we need. So I pre-wired a cable to be just like popping out of the floor over here. It just, came from, we already had it wired over there. Because with mechanism, more cable equals more throughput, we may want to also like run a cable from over there and make a grid underneath this thing. I don't know. We'll kind of see how fast it starts generating antimatter when we get into it. But okay, I'm hoping that I remember how to make this correctly from the videos. I have it one off the ground because you have to have an input on all of the sides. So I believe you just basically do this here on all sides. I'm gonna be really bummed if it ends up that it does need a different kind of glass. And then you do this, and then you do that, and you try not to misplace the blocks. And then you basically just repeat this on all the sides and fill in the gaps, and you have an SPS. All right, so I believe that is correct. And then we also need to have another port that's gonna be an input for the plutonium. And then we have to have an output that's going to be for the antimatter. So I think I can just, output. And now we just basically put in the coils. on each of these things here. It's just like 6 sides of extreme power all zapping into that center location, and then we get antimatter. So I think now, basically, just seal the thing up, and I hope that it's valid. Tell me it's good. Tell me it's good. It's good. Let's go. Supercritical phase shifter, status idle. All right. So now we basically just have to do a whole ribbon around the outside of this thing, connecting all of the ports together. And I guess see you later, Torch. I actually have to be careful. We definitely don't want mobs spawning around this thing. Otherwise, we have nuclear problems. Actually, you know what? Let's not do that, because then it's gonna be very ugly. It can be very ugly because we want this to not be obstructed. So instead, we can just have this kind of going up the sides, and then inputting there, and then we can bring it up to the top. And have it kind of go, I don't know, actually having the cables snaking around and kind of double intersecting again may actually like improve the power throughput because mechanism, which is great. I just think that this thing might, it's actually going to drain the heck out of our Omega energy buffer like really quickly. I hope it just doesn't cause all of our stuff over there to lose power. Okay, so that's all set. I think we have energy into everything. The next step is, I have to be very careful. I can't just break the cable here to disconnect from the solar neutron activator. I think I just want to basically like disconnect this way. Please tell me that this will not break things. Please tell me that I've not just irradiated everything. Okay, we have no more nuclear waste going in, so that means all of the fissile fuel waste should be going into the isotopic centrifuge, which is generating the plutonium, and then I want to stop this from accepting any plutonium, again, the same way, just gases and nothing on the back. Okay, it's not accepting plutonium, and now all the plutonium should be going into this cable here, and now we bring it on in and pray that it go. Okay, status idle. I'm a little confused over here as to why it's not. Oh, wait a minute. That's our problem. I think it just drained the ultimate energy. Let me try wiring a cable from over here and see what happens. You see what I did is this is the wrong material that starts with P and ends in EM. It's polonium, not plutonium. So, oh God. So this is radioactive, which is great. So I'm hoping that I can start inputting again here in the back, and then shut this thing off. And then as long as it clears all of the plutonium in the buffer, maybe I can break this without irradiating my base. That's the hope. Anyway, over here, we can start accepting again. And it has to be daytime for this to work. And then we want to take this cable and run it into the... You know what? No. Here's once this thing empties out, right? Once this thing empties out, then hopefully I can just wire this into the same line and be good. That's the dream, really. That's the dream at the end of the day. Please let it work so I didn't just screw up tremendously as we look at the radioactive particles. God dang it, dude. Why do they have to sound so similar? Plutonium, polonium. Actually, wait. We're good? Zero millibuckets? This is like defusing a bomb. We're cutting the purple wire. Okay, my base is not irradiated. Oh my God. All right, everything's good. Everything's great. We can now connect this, sleep, and pray that things start happening. If it doesn't, then maybe it does have to actually be inputting power at 400 million RF per tick. It's going! It's alive! Let's go! Oh my God, look at it. Oh, it's progressing. Okay, it's it's quite slow, which is kind of how I expected it to be. Antimatter doesn't generate very quick unless your input rate is high. And our input rate is actually extremely low right now. So I'm thinking if we wire up the cable directly from the matrix, then it should start outputting much faster than our line of power that's coming from the ultimate energy cube. I think that's kind of our limiting thing right now. So fingers crossed that we can make this thing start to zoom very, very quickly. And even then, because we're generating 1.5 million per tick directly out of the reactor right now, so the fact that it's only taking in like 100,000 is definitely less than it could be doing. So let's get this wired up. All right, and now it should be faster. Tell me it's vrooming. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, 500K per tick. Wait, we already have 2 millibuckets of antimatter. In order to get the dragon egg from the egg, we only need like 4. That said, in order to make the block that you use to make the dragon egg, you need 2 full antimatters, which is 2,000 millibuckets. So, where's this dragon egg? It's always weird, like, navigating to this one. But, okay, so we need the dragon egg, which is only 4 millibuckets there, but the antiprotonic nucleosynthesizer takes 2 antimatter pellets, and each of these are 1,000 millibuckets. So, it might take a little bit of time, but I'm actually, okay, a little science here, So the input rate right now, all right, is 471 million FE per tick. Is that draining? Are we draining? We're draining. We're draining. Okay. So, am I gonna have to up the production of fissile fuel? Because, when this gets to 0, is everything over here gonna start chugging? And maybe we have to like disconnect this, wait for some more power buildup, and then just inject it all at once? I don't know what our best bet is here, but this is taking a lot of energy. We're at 6 out of 2,000. Folks, may need more fissile fuel. All right, and it's zeroed out. Inputting and outputting at the same rate. Has everything over here started going badly? Okay, no. This is still maintaining its power. Oh, I can also like totally shut this thing off. Let me just set this to be like a only work with redstone signal, so this starts piling up, so we can just shut that off. We don't need any more. As long as these things still have power, though, that's good that it's kind of evenly distributing, but this thing definitely isn't going to be generating as quickly now. So, well, yeah, we're going to need to AFK a little bit. But you know what? If we AFK for a night or 2, I feel like we might get there. I could also, try to fine tune the reactor's processing so that it matches the speed of our resources exactly with the fissile fuel, but we're getting antimatter, okay? And we only need the 2 solid ones. After that, just the 4 millibuckets. So it's not as dire as it seems. Anyway, that's why I wanted to start by making the SPS so we can check back on it at the end of the episode and see where it's at in antimatter production. That said, hey, you think that the bees are feeling like producing an iron bee? I gotta know the probability of the lack of iron bees that I've seen so far. Like, how much has RNG been ruining? It's an aluminum bee. It's an aluminum bee. Again, it's another aluminum bee. How is it always an aluminum bee or a tin bee, or apparently you can get a copper bee too from this breeding, which we haven't seen either. So basically we have seen 2 of the options and not seen the other 2. And I don't know why it's like this, but I feel like the world is against me right now. Anyway, jumping into completing other challenges. Now that we have all the astral sorcery stuff set up to where it needs to be, we can actually do the astral catalyst and the magic bundle catalyst here pretty easily once it turns to nighttime, obviously. So I just need to make another one of the block catalysts. So 4 ender pearls and glass, and then we just take it over to the Botania setup and we make ourselves another one of the things. All right, we're still coasting along with the mana that we have for previous. One of these days I'm gonna have to throw some more coal into the endo flames. All right, there we go. We got a block catalyst, and then what I can do is I can just use this and the other one in order to make the combined one. So it's just this. I think we can do this during the day, actually, come to think of it. I don't think it needs to be nighttime. I just need the wand, because the Starlight Infuser is slightly different than like the Luminous Crafting Table and the Celestial Altar and all that. So yeah, it works during the day. Let's go. Always like we don't have to wait till nighttime. And then we'll have that one done. And then it's like a super, super simple crafting recipe for the other 2. Is it working? Okay, it's working. Sometimes, like, the problem with this thing you lose a bucket of liquid starlight, but it's like impossible to tell which block is missing. So you're like trying to initiate the recipe and it won't go. And it's because you're missing something, but then you have to like trial and error and figure out. I think it disappeared from that spot there, but we also might not need to use it again. So I think we're okay. Okay, so you throw that into there. Then the last one that we had to make, right? Just easy combination. Just take a diamond and throw it on in, get a mana diamond from it, boom, and then we should be able to do that crafting recipe super duper easy right there, and then another one done. Magic phases down. Could make another X-Nihilio generator if I put this down and be generating more if I wanted to. And then finally we do Abyss, Bumble Zone, Nether, and End. So that's a quad to complete, but I bet we could do some of them, although I bet the End requires like purpur and stuff, which is something I want to get. So I was looking at the recipes when it comes to the purpur, because we want end seeds, and end seeds require the end agglomeratio, which requires the chorus fruit, and we can get chorus fruit by breaking 128 of the purpur and getting the challenge. And then what we can do is we can actually throw this into, I don't know, we can throw it into Botania, we can turn it into a chorus flower so that we can then get more. So I think that's what I need to do is once I just need to mine this. I need to do more 1-block mining and hope that I can get the purpur, assuming that we want to get it done before we get to the end. Alternatively, we could just get to the end. That works too. But let's, hey, we haven't mined the 1-block in an episode, so let's mine some fart blocks. Wait, what the? No, what? All in one. Wait. Wait, hold on just a second. Hold your horses. Oh God, why are you doing this to me? Now water is gonna reappear. Just when I thought I had escaped the water, now I haven't. Wait, this is gonna make it significantly more difficult for me to get the purpur. So we're now at 5,800 blocks. I thought it was gonna at least like give me enough to, you know, be able to get all the purpur. But now in order to get more purpur, I need end seeds. But in order to get end seeds, I need the chorus for more purpur. Looks like some of the end challenges are going to require me to actually have gone to the end, because I don't know how to get this now. Because there's no other way to get the chorus fruit without the end essence. So slightly problematic. Yeah. Okay, so I guess maybe we'll just collect some of this the old-fashioned way from the place where it generates. I mean, I'm actually kind of curious now. Like, let's mine the 1-block in the all-in-one stage a little bit and just kind of see what happens. What kind of blocks are these? Like supposed to be supremium something or other? I don't know. But yeah, let's just, oh my God, for the love of God, why? Just stop with the water. Anything but the water, please. It pushed me back. It did the thing. It did the thing again where it pushed me back, which is very not cool. Why would you do that? Can you please attach there? You know what I've also realized though is that along with all-in-one from a block's perspective, it also means all-in-one from a mob's perspective. So on second thought, do I want this? I'm not entirely sure. Like, if we're desperate, I suppose. But at the moment, do I need another banner? It's another boo flu! Oh my God, okay, I do need to make like an enclosure terrarium for the mans at some point. We don't have like that many endstone blocks though. Okay, I'm gonna make another lasso and then we can have like a double boo flu little terrarium. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Don't go into the nether, that's not your habitat. Hello, before you go, get lassoed, there we go. Okay, yeah, let me also, I'm gonna try to bead breed again. Okay, so another boo flu, and then let's get some poppies. Please tell me you're gonna give me an iron bee. It's all I want for Christmas is an iron bee. Please. An iron bee! Come on! It's even a little advancement. It's precious. Look at the little guy. Thank goodness. Where did it go? It's right there. I can't believe it. Guys, we got an iron bee. It's happened at long last. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, I need to lasso it and then put you into the other place so that you grow up nice and big. And okay, you know what? I'm gonna give the bees some nice flowers up there in the upper deck terrarium. Now that they were really nice and they've given me the beautiful iron beet. There you go, guys. Have some foliage. Well, there's actually no flowers. Why would the bone meal give me no flowers? Why would it do this? Like, no, they don't deserve it. They weren't behaving very nicely to you that whole time. So therefore, they don't deserve to get the flowers. Okay, so we're gonna need an iron block. There we go, we'll do that. And there you go. All right, you got some flowers. Enjoy. Put our iron bee down here. There we go, and then let's put our iron block in, and now we're gonna be generating iron comb, which, oh god, I'm gonna have to just check back basically and see which hive the dude goes into, and then make sure to move all of these into that hive. But that will, hopefully, after a little bit more AFKing, get us to be able to complete the bumble zone, because all we need left is the iron bee, and we're doing it without squashing any bees. Let's go. Right, and again, just a reminder as to why I need the chorus fruit and not just the purple blocks is because the one remaining challenge for Ars Nouveau, the Archmage equipment, we have to have the chorus fruit in order to make the fibers. So this might end up waiting for us to actually be in the end, but then that will complete Magicka. Overworld, apparently this section is bugged and won't complete unless I update, but updating will change other things with the antimatter and stuff. So we'll see if I do that or not. Oh my god, dude, I almost had a heart attack. I came in here just to check on things. I don't see the iron bee flying around. I'm like, okay, let me just check the hives. I look through all the hives. I'm like, I don't see the iron bee. What's going on? And then I realize, I guess because it's like a baby, it's just displaying as one of the yellow bees. But I don't know if you can actually properly do the pokey things on the baby bees, but we do know that the iron bee found a home in this hive, so we'll put the pokies in here, and hopefully that means after it's grown up and we AFK, we'll end up with enough genetic material to do the thing. I'm a big idiot, and I forgot to shut off the backside of this thing so that it's not stealing our polonium. You stop it. It must all go into this over here. Actually, dude, 54 antimatter. That's not too bad. Like, if we AFK overnight, we'll probably end up with enough in order to make the machine. And then the only, 4 millibuckets extra that we need to make the dragon egg. So it's actually not doing too badly, and we are still providing full power over here. These aren't draining. Fissile fuel is still going up. So actually, not in a bad spot. Oh, hey. I just completed the quest for 64 endstone. I was like, hey, let me go and make the Bouflou terrarium. I might as well do it. Oh, hey, 64 endstone bricks. Turns out that was those were a couple challenges. Hey, that's pretty cool. How do we get the emus again? We have to find them. I do hope they're actually in the end. Otherwise, we really are gonna have to mine the one block a lot more while it's spawning things from every single iteration, which is going to be very rough. Hopefully the ender slimes are also in the end. Oh god, please. So because we don't have connected textures in this mod pack, I'm gonna make the Bouflou terrarium out of structural glass. I hope that the Bouflou realizes just how many resources I have elected to put into its terrarium. It's not well, I mean, I guess we do have quite a bit of steel essence. It's not too bad, but it's like, this is a luxury terrarium here. Might not be super big, but I'm gonna build it on top because actually people were saying that I guess in order to insulate from lightning, you need to have like a 6 block gap. And just a quick reminder to people, this mod pack is in 1.16, so there's no lightning rod, sadly. Otherwise, I totally definitely would have remembered to make one and wouldn't have not remembered to make one because I would always remember to make something like that, definitely. I'm ending it right here so that we don't get that awkward look of the windmill phasing through the terrarium, which I think it would without issue, but it would also look kind of strange. We like for Create to remain very realistic and not have it to where the windmill can just phase through things. But yeah, I figure, we might as well make the terrarium out of endstone because that will look appropriate for the environment. This is going to be prettiest terrarium of all time. I don't know what to do to spice it up, man. I'm so bad at doing like, those little extra 5-10% of small minor details that make things look really, really nice. So I just end up making the box and not really decorating it to look very great. And then I'm like, all right, that's good. Enjoy your new home, Boo Flu. But hey, you come here for antimatter production, right? Not beautiful mob terrariums. I'm going to justify this by saying that normally the Boo Flus would probably just be cruising around over the void in the end. So that wouldn't have much ambience to go with it anyway. I didn't realize that they like walk around and have legs and look more like spiders. They look slightly less cute without like flying around with the big there we go. That's more like it. And they make kind of growly noises. Am I having regrets here in placing end spiders above my base? I'm not sure. I hope we like them, right, guys? We won't hear guttural growling noises while we're trading with the villagers now, right? It's not super audible. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, no, there's predator noises happening. Cool. Well, this is our home now. By the way, it is cool to see that the turbine is actually like visibly spinning now versus when we first turned it on and it was just like static in place at 5K RF per tick. Anyway, I wanted to add an ultimate pressurized tube just to the output here, just in case when I AFK overnight, like it happens to fill up more than the buffer. So let's pop that on, and that should be able to hold many years of AFKing. And then we'll need to make the chemical crystallizer in order to turn it into the pellets and all that stuff. But once we make that, it'll quickly process whatever antimatter we have in there. So I think it's a good spot for us to wind down for now. We have the antimatter generating. I probably overnight or over 2 nights maybe we'll have what we need, and then at long last I think we might be able to go to the end. So we're getting close. Anyway, thanks everybody for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe to stay tuned for future episodes. Like the video to help us reach our target goal of 25 likes, and stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one. Brief epilogue here. It would appear that the Boo Flus did not like their accommodations, and they went ahead and despawned, because I guess they're hostile mobs that despawn without name tags. So cool terrarium, bro.